Now, I am sure that every single one of you, at some point in your life, whether you remember it or not, have had a deeply distressing or disturbing experience. That deeply distressing or disturbing experience left an imprint on your mind that perhaps shaped how you saw life going forward. So post-traumatic stress disorder is having a stress response that disrupts the order within your emotional, physical, or mental state of mind or life after and because of a traumatic event that you had experienced. Let's look at the first two words, post-traumatic. So after post the traumatic event, what was traumatic? So post-traumatic, which causes an emotional, physical, or mental stressor, which then disrupts the order that is in your life, causing disorder. But before we go on, I want to also break down one more word, traumatic or trauma, a deeply distressing or disturbing experience. I wanted to really break all that down because a lot of people have this connotation of PTSD and veterans, as if only veterans who have been and seen war or whatever can have PTSD. Absolutely false. Anyone who has had a traumatic experience, a deeply distressing or disturbing experience in their life that has altered their behavior, mindset, or whatever, emotional patterns in their current life, that's PTSD. There, of course, are levels of severity of it, but at some level, we have all experienced this, or are all still experiencing this. From being lost in the store as a child, to being attacked by an animal, from going to war to having a partner cheat on you, from being bullied as a child to a parent degrading you. There are all sorts of traumas that a person can go through and that people have gone through. And some of these traumas affect them later in life. Some so deeply that it causes a stress response, which then causes disorder to the person's life. Because I'm hoping it will help you open your eyes to the fact that trauma doesn't need to be some huge catastrophic event. It doesn't have to be going to war. It doesn't have to be getting into a car crash that you almost died in, right? It could be getting lost in the store as a child. It could be being bullied in the 2nd grade. And perhaps just by all the things that I have mentioned and the various ways that it could then affect you later, big or small, you have begun to already connect some dots, make some links as to something in your past that caused you to think, feel, or be a certain way here and now. Now let us remember what the subconscious does for us. Our subconscious is like our mind's hard drive. It stores all of our memories, emotions, habits, behaviors, belief systems, and on top of that is in charge of maintaining the physical body. Your subconscious mind stores the memory and the experience, but then it also can make links. Say a young girl gets bit by a dog pretty severely. I mean, obviously she ends up okay, but so now not only are dogs just animals, dogs are the source or cause of attack or pain. And that is the first little aspect of PTSD. The rest of it comes, again, after the traumatic event. And so in the future, this girl may see a dog and then have a response, a PTSD response. She has a stress response. Whatever, and this is where it differs from person to person because everybody's response is different. For some, it is literal panic. For others, it's just like shaking and nervousness, right? For others, they just completely shut down, they black out, right? So let's just use one of the examples for this girl. So this girl her life, her mind, her emotions are all in order. She sees the dog. It causes the disorder with the stress responses of heart beating fast, sweating, shaking, stuttering, right? Like frantic. PTSD. All because this memory, this traumatic event, was stored in her subconscious. Her subconscious made a link between what to do when they see a dog in the future, because dog equals pain, dog equals bad, dog equals getting attacked. So the subconscious is what needs to be looked at and tended to when you are trying to alleviate or eradicate your PTSD or PTSD symptoms. Because your subconscious is the one who stored the memory and linked all of that information together incorrectly. And therefore, when you have a tool like hypnosis or very, very deep meditation or even a self-hypnosis practice, your hypnosis is the tool that you need to communicate to your subconscious mind and therefore unlink what has been incorrectly linked and all that stuff. And more often than not, I would suggest everybody learn self-hypnosis, but for something super severe, like something like a blackout response, I would definitely go see a hypnotist. They're a little more trained on the subconscious and what to do in these instances. But after you see them once or twice, perhaps you can then know what to do in your own self-hypnosis practice. But I hope this was helpful. I hope this broke down some stuff. But I would love to know what you got out of this video. It really warms my heart to hear that something I had said, a video I had made, had helped shift someone's perspective or even encourage them to go and improve their life or get help or something. So please share that with me down in the comments below, and I'll see you soon.